Hello students. In our today's class we will deal with the holistic marketing concept. Okay, so in our previous class we have already seen what is this production concept, product concept, selling concept, marketing concept and social concept with examples. Okay, so today we'll try to understand the last concept, that is holistic marketing concept. Okay, so here holistic marketing refers to a marketing strategy that considers the whole of a business. Okay, so here in your holistic marketing you are considering the business as whole. So there are various departments in a organization. So it might be a marketing department, it might be a finance department, it might be a research and development department, it might be a IT department. So there are various departments. Okay, so here under your holistic marketing, all the departments come together and work for what? And work for consumer satisfaction. Okay, because as we have studied earlier also, if customers are not satisfied with the company's product, then our company or the business won't run. Okay, that's why it is very necessary for us to give customer satisfaction. Okay, so here your holistic marketing simple, when you sum up all the marketing forces, then it is a holistic market. Okay, for example, a business is just like a human body. Okay, so it has different parts, but it is only able to work properly when all these parts work together. Okay, so here everybody, okay, whoever is in the organization, whichever departments are there, everybody come together in order to satisfy the consumer or in order to produce what the customers needs and wants. Okay, so here it is also considered as emotional marketing. Okay, so here you are going to deliver the consumers what they need. So here there are various elements of your holistic marketing. So it has your internal marketing, integrated marketing, relationship marketing, your performance marketing, or else you can also call it as your social marketing or social responsibility marketing. Okay, so let's see the first one, relationship marketing. So here under your relationship marketing, it focuses on customer retention and satisfaction rather than the focus on transaction. Okay, see, in the modern era, I have told you, some companies are going for your marketing concept and most of the companies are going for your holistic marketing concept. Okay, so whatever the product selling concept, it has gone now. Okay, now for example, your insurance company, they call you and ask you to buy their products. Okay, so that is what it is, a selling concept, but now selling concept has gone. Okay, now here what is your relationship marketing is, you are trying to retain and maintain the relationship with your customers. Okay, for example, if you visit any jewelry shop, okay, so they will give you a form, they will ask you for what occasion you are going to buy the jewelry. Okay, at that time if you give the information, say for anniversary gift, so next year within the date, anniversary date, okay, before a week or 15 days, those are going to message you or mail you saying that your anniversary is near, so gift your loved ones, like that. Okay, if you go to BBQ and all, if you say what is the purpose that you are there, at that time every year they will give you a reminder saying that your anniversary is near, so you can book here and you can avail 10% discount or something like that. Okay, so that is what they are trying to maintain relationship with the customers. Okay, so here under this approach, customer, employees, marketing partners and members of the financial relation comes. Okay, so here you are trying to maintain the good relationship or building relationship with the customers, with the suppliers, with the employees, financial community, dealers, everybody. Okay, so that everybody is supporting you, everybody is staying with you in a good relationship for a long run or longer period of time. Okay, so that is about your relationship marketing. The next comes your internal marketing. Okay, the name itself says it is internal to the business, so it is related to company's functional process, motivation and employees at all levels of management. Okay, so to deliver a satisfying customer experience, so marketing between all the departments in an organization. So internal marketing, here you are going to deal with your employees. Okay, so whether the employees are happy, what is the employee relationship, okay, whether the employees are happy, whether the employees are satisfied in the company, whether your employees are using your products, okay, your company products, whether they are using or no. So how to motivate your employees? Suppose if your employees are not good, if your employees are not working properly, then what happens? You cannot enjoy the maximum profits, because it is the employees who put their efforts in order to bring the best from them, and in order to bring the quality products for the company. Okay, so that's why it is very necessary to maintain the employees also. Okay, so you're in the internal, you are going to take care of the employees. Okay, so whether the employees are working properly, whether you are maintaining good relationship with them, so that thing you are going to study here. Okay, then next one is integrated marketing. So integrated marketing, it is an approach to brand communication where different modes work together to create a good experience for the customer according to the brand's core message. Okay, so here you can take the example of Coke. Okay, so what is the message of Coke? Spreading happiness. So wherever you see the advertisement of Coke, okay, you can see it in the newspaper, you can see it in TV, Facebook, Instagram, or any other modes, billboards and all. So the main punchline or main message will be there, creating or spreading happiness or sharing happiness. Okay, so it's not that in TV they are showing one kind of advertisement, in Instagram they are showing one advertisement, or in FB they are portraying something else. No. Okay, so same message everywhere. Okay, now suppose for example I want to launch a mobile phone on 10th of this month. Okay, that is on 10th June. At that time, whatever message I am going to share, okay, say the time of the launch, the features of my mobile phone, the price on the mobile phone, so everything, whatever details I am spreading, or whatever advertisement I am giving on the available sources. So where I can advertise, I can advertise on your Instagram, I can advertise on Facebook, YouTube, Google, then I can go for billboards, so I can go for any source. So wherever I am displaying the advertisement, the features, whatever things are mentioned, it should be same. Okay, it's not that on Instagram I'm saying the cost of the mobile phone will be 10,000, and on the FB I'm saying it's 15,000. No, that is not integrated. Okay, integrated means what? Everywhere you are giving the same message. Okay, now suppose if you are going for green, go green, okay, or eco-friendly products, at that time whatever hoardings you are taking, okay, everything should be same. Okay, so that's why you may observe this thing also in your daily life. Whatever advertisement you are seeing on the TV, the same will be on the newspaper also. Okay, suppose if the brand ambassador on TV is, say, Katrina Kaif, okay, at that time the advertisement in your newspaper for that product will be Katrina Kaif only and not somebody else. Okay, so that is what integrated marketing. Okay, that is you are delivering your brand's core message to the customers. Then next comes your social marketing or social responsibility marketing, or also you can call it as your performance marketing. Okay, so here it is simple. It consists that the company should take into consideration what is best for the society at the present and in long term also. Okay, so it includes your ethics, environment, legal, and community, so everything. So as a business you should not run only after profits. Okay, so it is your responsibility to take care of the society also. That's why nowadays some most of the companies who have high net worth, they are going for what? So corporate social responsibility. Okay, now you might have heard a brand called as Being Human. Okay, so they make their promotion saying that some part of the profit they are going for they are giving for charity. Okay, so why? By that they are getting the benefits of tax also. That's another thing. Okay, so that is what social marketing, that is for the well-being of society you have to contribute something. Okay, so there are various companies, say your Tata and all, they are doing good social responsibility. So that is about your holistic marketing approach. Okay, so next we will see the approaches to the study of marketing. Okay, so marketing approach means what? It tells us how we study marketing. Okay, so study of marketing has been approached in more than one way. So there are various approaches which we are going to study today. So here, to some marketing means what? To some marketing means selling in a market or a shop. Okay, but for others it is meant to study of individual product. Okay, for some it means movement of goods in the market, for some it means study of persons, that is wholesalers, retailers, agents, exporters and all. Okay, so here what happens is there are various way of studying marketing. So we'll see one by one. First one is your commodity approach or your product approach. Okay, so here the name itself indicates what we are studying in these approaches. Okay, see here, commodity or product means what we are going to study a particular individual commodity or a particular product. So it refers to detailed study of the problems encountered in marketing relating to a particular class of product. So maybe a consumer product, industrial, or a agricultural product. Now suppose for example you are studying rice. Okay, so rice is a commodity or rice is a product. So here you are going to study everything about rice. Okay, that is how it is, how we are going to make the production, or how we are going, if suppose if it is supplied, from where it is being supplied, what is the condition of supply, what is the source. Okay, what is the nature of your product, whether it is consumable or no. Okay, how you are going to store the product, how you are going to make it available in the market. Okay, that is from the supplier or from the source to the final consumers, how you are going to supply it. Okay, so everything you are going to study under your commodity approach. Okay, then next comes your institutional approach. Okay, so here the name itself says that you are going to study the various institutions. Okay, so which institutions you are going to study here? Here you are going to study your middleman, you are going to study wholesalers, retailers, information providers, exporters, importers. So you are going to study about everything. Okay, so it is also called as your middleman approach. Okay, so you can write it in your notes also. Institutional approach is also called as your middleman approach. Okay, so here your information providers are the link between. Okay, information providers are all the middlemen. So your wholesalers, retailers, everybody, they act as a link between producers and your final consumers. That's why here you are going to study those people. Okay, so that is your institutional approach. Then comes your functional approach. Okay, functional means simple, whatever the functions are there in marketing. So it might be your buying function, selling, warehousing, transportation, pricing, financing, then risk bearing. So all the functions you are going to study. Okay, why are these required? So everything you are going to study. Why is buying required? Why is selling required? What is the importance of standardization? So why is packaging required for a product? So you are going to study all the functions in your functional approach. Then comes your decision making approach. So this is very important approach, because here you are going to make a proper decision on the basis of facts. Okay, so in marketing and all, whatever decisions you are taking, it should not be lame decisions. Okay, you like it, you are taking. No, it should not be like that. You have to take realistic decisions on the basis of what? On the basis of various facts, opinions, feedback, and reliable information relating to factors that are controllable and uncontrollable. Okay, so the main motive is what? Customer satisfaction, and also to earn the profits. Okay, so that is your decision making approach. Then behavioral or system approach. So marketing experts view marketing organization as open system, which is based on generalization that everything is interrelated and interdependent. Okay, so everything is interrelated over here. Okay, starting from your production, whoever are there. Okay, your producers, then comes your institutional people, it might be your agents, middlemen, that is your retailer, wholesaler, then comes your packaging, standardization, promotion. So everything is interrelated over here. Okay, now suppose you have made a product. Okay, a very good product, but if you have not given proper packaging for that product, then it will go in vain. Okay, so here under your system it approach, you are studying that all the factors or all the things or all the departments are interrelated with each other. So marketing is an open system, so you are going to study each and everything. Okay, then next one is your social approach. Okay, social approach, again simple, marketing is for society and functions are directed by the social norms set by the society. That means what? Society meets its own consumption needs. Okay, so here there is a difference between business satisfying consumer needs, and here what they are saying, society is meeting its own needs. Okay, so here you have to market for the society on the basis of the social norms which are set by the society. Okay, last one is your holistic approach. Okay, holistic means what? To understand the problems of marketing is to make use of the contribution of each discipline or specialized knowledge. So here you are going to study everything as a whole. You are going to study the problems, you are going to study the contributions of each and everything. Okay, so that is your holistic approach. Okay, I hope these things are clear to you people. If things are not clear, then you can ask me. Okay, so thank you, have a nice day.